again, good evening, everyone. Welcome to INNOVATE X, proudly organized by the Microsoft Student Club of Wellassa University. I'm Chamodi Aponso, and I'm thrilled to be your host for this exciting session. In this session, we are driving into powerful combo that's changing how we solve problem, artificial intelligence and low-code platforms. Imagine building intelligent apps that can understand and react without needing to be coding expert. With tools like Microsoft Power Apps, turning your ideas into working and smart solutions has never been easier. Whether you are a student with the idea or someone who just want automate a simple task, this session is for your perfect starting point. Now, it's time for the part we all been looking forward to. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Mr. Diluksha Perera, a passionate learner, problem solver, and rising star there in the tech space. Diluksha is a better Microsoft student ambassador recognized globally for empowering students through technology, and a final year undergraduate of General Sir John Kotalawala Defense University, specializing applied data science and communication. An associate data engineer at Bistec Global Services, where he helps design smart data-driven solutions. He's also having actively involved in leadership roles and tech communities across Sri Lanka, from organizing events to mentoring peers to platform like Power Platform, AI, and automation. Tonight, he'll guide us through. We are very exciting to learn from his today, and so get ready for the session that not only insightful but also super practical and beginner friendly. So without further delay, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Diluksha Perera. Sir, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Samadi, for that warm introduction. Hello, everyone, and wishing you a very energetic evening. So I'm thrilled to see you guys here today, ready to embark the journey to Microsoft Power Apps. So today we are going to explore how AI is revolutionizing the way we build applications faster, smarter, and more accessible than ever before. So by the end of this session, you may understand not just what Power Apps can do, but also how AI is revolutionizing the entire development landscape. Okay. Um, so here's a brief about me. I think you already heard, but I'm Diluksha Perera, and Beta Microsoft Student Ambassador, and currently working as an associate data engineer at Bistec Global Services. Um, yeah. Uh, so I want to keep this session very beginner friendly. But if you have some kind of sort of knowledge, you are welcome to sharp it more further. So this is the agenda that we're going to cover today. Um, First of all, we'll see what is Power Platform and what is Power Apps, and we'll see differences between Canvas and MDA apps, or otherwise model-driven apps. And then we will see how we can build application by using by going through traditional way, and then we will shift to AI integrations. So yeah. Power Platform is like a suite of tools that empowers from non-technical business users to professional developers to create solutions that drive business values. So I wanted to, before we go further, I want you to check you guys whether you have Power Apps license or not. You can simply copy this URL and paste it in your browsers and check whether you landed in an interface called Power Apps. So that would be very easier if you can follow me. Yeah. Okay. Let's dive in there. So Power Apps has these core main five components. So those are like, yeah. And here we have some other components. So we will see one by one. If I briefly walk you through the core component, first we have Power BI. So it is a tool that provides rich visualizations through dashboards and reports. It is a business analytic tool. And then we have Power Apps. It is a app development a tool that we're gonna cover today. And then we have Power Automate, and it is automation tool which can automate your day-to-day process like repetitive task and scheduling task and all. And then we have Power Virtual Agent. Nowadays, it known as Copilot Studio. You know that with the hype of Copilots and with the AI tools, you know that Copilot is getting day by day better and better. Yeah. So I hope you already aware about Copilot Studios and all. And then we have Power Pages. Power Pages is like an external facing tool that businesses use that so customers can, let's say, assume that you are a business, you are running a business, and by using Power Pages, you can reach out to customers that are external from your businesses. Then customers can um, place orders, customers can track their orders, so likewise, so dealing with external people who are from outside the businesses and all. And these three components, so those are built under these five main components. uh, First one is data connectors. Right now, at the moment, Power Platform has provided more than 600 connectors to connect with Microsoft services and some other third-party services. So that means there are a lot of opportunities, and there are a lot of chances to spread between the Power Platform. Okay. Then we have AI Builder. So it is AI Builder is working as the intelligence layer inside these business tools. So even you have pre-built AI models, and even you can create your own custom AI models by simply giving a prompt. And sometimes you have to give some training and testing data as well. Then we have Dataverse. So Dataverse is a cloud-based storage that stores all the business data coming from our platform. So we can say it like it is a inbuilt data base. Yeah. So all the data via all the records and data we are defining uh, will store in the Dataverse. Okay, and with that in your mind, so here are some basic things you need to know about when you're working with Power Platform. Those are environments, solutions, and components. Let's say environment is like a workspace container. So in here, you have your own dedicated space where you can build and test and deploy your solutions very safely. So as a benefit, you can isolate your environments or isolate your environments for best security and uh, governance best practices. Okay. And then we have solutions. Solution is like a package that holds all the components inside your application, like flows and apps and agents and all. And so this solution will be very helpful in when we are uh, deploying our application to like production. So because it has version controlling, because it is well organized and managed, so that's why. And then we have components. Component is like a single building block inside the solutions. So in one solution, inside one solution, there could be more than there could be multiple number of components. So in one environment, there can be multiple solutions as well. And yeah, so I think you have to keep these things in your mind when you are when you are working in the industry with Power Platform, and when you try to deploy your solutions. So those are like best practices. So here's another thing about environment. So as Microsoft suggests, when you are deploying your application from dev environment to production, you should have at least these type of uh, three environments, three dedicated and isolated environments, right? I think you already know about these development, test, and production stages. So Microsoft came up with another framework called ALM framework. ALM is nothing but Application Lifecycle Management Framework. So according to that, it should have at least three environment, but sometimes after test you could have acceptance as well before production. But their suggestion is at least three environment would be enough if you are following the best practices and all. So right now, so this was one of the tenant that I had and used to push an application to production from dev. Yeah. So yeah, so this is like a best practice, and you can navigate to this environment, this interface by this URL, like admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com. So we called it as admin portal. So and I'm not going to create an environments and all from this session. um, Hopefully we can organize another session for that, but not in here. Okay. Then we'll see types of power apps and what power apps are. So in my opinion, power apps has changed the way of how we think about app development, because app development was only limited to some type of individuals who master some coding experience, like years of years. So instead of requiring years of coding experience, Power Apps enables everyone with a business need to create professional application using visual and more interactive graphical interface. So we have inside the Power Apps, we have three types of apps. Those are Canvas apps, model-driven apps, and portal apps. Um, in this session, we are going to talk about and we are going to explore the Canvas and model-driven apps, also known as MDA, because these are the most frequent and most common apps that we're gonna use. So, okay. uh, I will go first with the Canvas apps. So Canvas app has, we are using Canvas apps if we have something like design first approach. That means we are more prioritizing about the design. So we have, or the developer has full control over the layout. So he can choose whatever the components he use or whatever the layouts he can use. So, and we have data source flexibility. That means we can connect more than one data source. We can connect multiple data sources. So it is a flexibility. So, and then we have best for custom UIs. Let's say you are working for a company who has a particular brand or particular theme. So in here, you can utilize those brands and themes and those colors and all because it is best for uh, creating custom UIs and all. And of course, it is mobile friendly because you have options to choose what is this app for. So yeah, and then we'll shift to model driven apps. And yeah, Model driven apps is using when we have something like data first approach rather than the design. So we are more prioritizing on the data and what is inside the app, not about the interface and all. And this application is primarily built on Dataverse. We cannot say entirely because nowadays SharePoint playing some role there, and we have a standard UI in the model driven apps. Because if you take a bunch of model driven apps and investigate, they pretty much all of them has some same type of UI. Because as we said, we are not focusing, we are not giving the priority to the UI. Yeah. And it has less customizability over the developers, because rather than giving attention to design uh, designing the things, we are giving our priorities to data, as we say. And it is being used in rich business logics, and it is being used in very complex business scenarios. Okay. Yeah. So I will show you a little bit about Canvas apps. So you gotta think, you gotta forget about all these rectangle and these text, because those are not out of box things. Um, those are just things that I define, I did. So you coming up with like it's getting it's like when opening a canvas app, it's like having a blank canvas while you are the designer, right? You, because you get only this white rectangle inside this box. Okay. Here, so here you have as we discussed, you have complete control over the design, layout, and you can define the user experience as well. And these canvas apps are being used when you need sorry, no, that is not what I meant. And because I think I already said that. So I think, as you can see, uh, this is a drag and drop canvas interface. And as we discussed, we can connect to multiple data sources here, like SharePoint, Dataverse, and SQL databases even. And we can add business logics here. And then after development, we can publish and share these applications with end users as well. So that's about Canvas apps, and we will explore more than that in a minute. Here's a bit about model driven app. Instead of focusing on the design, we start with our data model and let the platform generate the UI, because the platform generate the UI itself. Okay. Because not developers has some customizability, but not entirely, right? um, yeah, these MDA apps are used when the data model is complex and heavy, and when it has a complex business process and all. And we are using these model driven apps as back office view. I think you have some idea of it, because back office view of an application, in the sense, it doesn't require much of uh, what it called attraction and all the UI and UX experiences, because it only focuses on the data, and it provides data driven decisions to be decision makers of the businesses. And this app design work on all devices, regardless of phone, tablets, and PCs, because it is very responsive. It has very responsive layouts. That's why. So yeah. So enough about the theories and all. Let's see how we can build a application, power apps, using the traditional way. Because you already know that AI AI generated things contain some types of mistakes and all, and some limitations, of course. But And another thing is some organizations prefer to use traditional way because the Copilot currently right now Copilot cannot do much of uh, a heavy building, heavy development inside the Power Apps. So when you are using when you are when your business requirement is like heavy and complex, you should have to avoid getting the access and entirely depend on Copilot and do it on yourself as a practice developer. Okay, so yeah, that's why I'm gonna go with traditional way of building a Power App. Okay, let's navigate to my browser. Yeah. Okay, if I can start from the beginning. If you don't know how to navigate, you can go to your browser and search for make.powerapps.com like this. Okay. Then you will be navigate to an UI like this. So this is what I mentioned about the environment and all. Here I have in this tenant I have only one isolated environment, but uh, if you have I think if you are a newcomer, if you are using it for the first time, I think you may have seen something like this environment, like other environment. So this is default environments. I'm not recommending you to use these environments for development and production, because if you are someone who's developing your Power App in this environment, all the users from your tenant can see what you are doing. So that's why I'm suggesting you to create a isolated environment. So then you can follow the best governance and security practices. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this is after environments. This is what I call about solutions. So here, these are some solutions that I created, and we will create a new solution here. We will call it as Innovate X, and we got select a publisher called CDC and create. So since we have something to cover, I'm not going to deeper into how to create solutions and all. I think you may have some doubts about what are solutions and what are publishers and all, but we will configure that in another one. Yeah. So right now you can see all the objects I have in here. I have empty solution. I have nothing in here, but yeah, right, 0, 0, 0, and all. So what I'm gonna do is I don't have a data set right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a data set inside the solution. So this will be a Dataverse solution, Dataverse table. So here we have some options, but I'm gonna go with start with Copilot. So I'm gonna say I have already created my uh, prompt here. So I'm gonna create a sales data set with 20 rows. It should contain department, salesman, product, and quantity sold. Yeah, that's all. It is very much simple. So I need one table instead of multiple, and I need something large. So I'm gonna create the table right now. So now Copilot is running behind the process. So like for this type of test cases, you can use Copilot, right? Because instead of going through uh, sample data sets, yeah, you can see it has pretty much of what I mentioned. Yeah, and 20 rows and all. Yeah, I'm gonna say save and exit. I'm good with this data set. And now I'm creating the application. So this is the traditional way of creating an application. So I'm going to create a canvas app, and I'm going to name it as demo 1. So I'm going to select my format as form instead of table. So I'm using this for mobile phone users. Yeah. So before we begin, my plan is to create a welcome screen, and then I want a screen that lists out all my data, right? So yeah. So as a best practice, I'm renaming all my screens like this, uh, and I'm gonna select a new screen, a blank one, and I'm gonna select it, right? Rename it like view screen. So if you can follow me, that would be great. But if you cannot with the speed I'm going, but it's okay. And I'm suggesting you to watch carefully and try it a bit later, okay? Because we had to cover things fast. Okay, so this is like a navigation bar, and since this is the welcome and the home screen, I'm gonna create some design here. Right, as we discussed, this is like a drag and drop. Yeah, this is like a drag and drop canvas. So what I'm gonna do is, this is our home screen. I'm gonna insert an image here. I'm going a little bit fast, so you can upload any image, and I'm selecting this SVG. I don't know what is it about. Yeah, it's a QR code. Maybe. So I want to create a welcome message to the user who logged in. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna create a text label. So text label, and I'm gonna place it right here, and I'm gonna say um, it will be a welcome message. Welcome to the sales app. Yeah, and make it center. I think it's a little bit. I think I need more. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna uh, use the same text label, and I'm saying I wanted to appear the user's name who logged in to this app. What I'm gonna say is um, user and select full name. So I had to combine those things, and I'm creating an ad, right? So you can see, like, it is pretty much a natural language, like this power effects and all, power effects feature. So you can create it like without much about coding experiences if you are a non-technical person, right? As we discussed. Yeah. So I'm gonna say yeah, like this, and this will be appear in the yeah. Uh, and I need some more things like this. I want to say, I want to greet him, person who logged in, and yeah, this one. Yeah, now it make much sense, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now another thing is, I want to appear the user's image in this top right corner. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna create another image inside this. image, and I will resize it a little bit, yeah, and place it right here. And I will say user, and there's a user function came in. So we have to call the function, and then we have image. Yeah, it is that much easy. Yeah. Okay, and now I need something like a button because I need to navigate to the second screen. Okay, I need a button. So button, and the text would be, yeah. I think you may have confused with what I did, I because previously I changed the text, the default text from here, and now I'm texting from changing from here. Yeah, you can use both. In here also I can select text. Yeah, it is also available. And these are, we are calling, these are like properties. So in here you can select all properties, like we can change colors and all. Like we have many options here. I uh, if you press the button, and it will show what type of color it should press with. So something like that. And the tooltips and all, vertical aligns, visible and all. Yeah, there are so much options if you willing to explore, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say view data and hit enter. Yeah. And now I have this view data button as well. Now another thing I'm gonna do is, if someone clicks on this button, I want to create an action. So that's what this on select. That's why this on select property is for. So what I'm gonna say is, if someone clicks on this view data button, he should navigate to uh, view screen. Okay, and I'm adding a little bit more, and you can see it's suggesting the next action. So I have already defined the target, and next we have to define the transition. So what I'm gonna do, screen transition. So yeah, transition. I'm gonna select color and close brackets. Yeah, and now we will see whether it's working or not. Yeah, you can see it's working right now. Perfect. Okay, our first screen is done. Let's go to second screen. I want this navigation bar inside my second screen as well. Okay, so yeah, and now I'm creating the list that I mentioned a bit ago. So create a list, something like that. I have to select a gallery. We are calling it as gallery inside the Power Apps. Okay, I'm selecting the, yeah, and adjust the size. And here you can see I can define the layouts, data, and all the fields that should be integrated. So I'm selecting the data, and my table goes like sales. So I think it has more, yeah, I think the most recent one. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with this table. Yeah. Now you can see, you will able to see all the records it has. Yeah. Yes. So if you can see, there is this layout is selected to show image, title, and subtitle. But because I don't have any image in my data set, I'm gonna go with title, subtitle, and body. So I'm selecting that layout, but there are already 7 fields selected. But you can see that if we pop up this, you can see that all these are like the same data field is selected. Okay, now we gonna change that. We gonna change subtitle to department and title to salesman. Okay, yeah, now it makes sense. Okay, so I'm not gonna do any much further on this, and I can do one more thing because I had to navigate to in play mode. I want to navigate to the home screen. So for that, I'm creating a icon that says home icon. Yeah, and place it here, and I'm changing the color like this. Not this. Yeah, this color. Oh, not that one. Think. Yeah, I think it's this color. Yes. Okay, and then I had to enable the navigation properties. Okay, then what I'm selecting is, so now my target should be home screen, and I can select the screen transitions. Now I'm gonna select something else. Okay, now I have pretty much everything. If you want to create, if you need to define an action that says like, if someone create on this little bit little arrow, he should navigate to another screen. You can create another screen down here and define your actions. So we gonna go screen by screen like that. Okay, so let's see it is working or not. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's working. So this is called, so if I talk about this canvas, we are calling this is as canvas, and this is the left side. In this left side pane, you can see tree view, and here you can insert all the components, and here you can see the data that we integrate with, and here you can add more data, and here you can see all the connectors and all. Even you have Azure OpenAI and all. You have variables, search, and here you have more like media, power automates, and more tools. And from the right side, you have properties pane, and here you can see the properties and all. Yeah. Uh, and this is the app checker, like the solution checker. If there is something like, uh, let's say we gonna no, like this way, like right now you can see there is a uh, this detect all the errors and all, right? So that is for this solution checker. uh, yeah, now it's okay. And here you can share your apps. Here you have the preview mode, and here you can save your application what you build. And I'm gonna go with demo one. Okay, I have to change it with, let's say, demo 2, and we'll put it in the play mode. And yeah, here you can see my welcome screen and the home screen, uh, and the list of data we have. Yeah, so that it is that much simple. Yeah, and I think we create this under 10 minutes. Okay, so this is the traditional way of building the app. So once you save it, you can go to publish and share it with your stakeholders, or people inside your organization and all. Okay, and I'm going back, and let's head over to my slide deck again. And yeah, and then we have uh, the awaited moment, that is AI meets low code uh, applications. Okay, so going back from the solutions and all. And here in the home screen you will see this huge space for pilot. If you can remember, because I think Microsoft is giving more priority to this Copilot and the AI integration inside the Power Apps. So I think I think it will be uh, we can use it for much complexier things in the near future. Because if you can remember, when Copilot enables to our regions, it was like it was came like a very small rectangle somewhere in here. But now you can see it can add our files and all, add our images, and we can include preview features and all. Yeah. So nowadays it will getting better and better. So you better start practicing with this type of technologies, because otherwise you will be uh, uh, little bit uh, back back in the game. Yeah. So these are some type of sample prompts that Microsoft suggesting, but I'm going with my own, and my requirement is to create a simple application that that helps presidents of clubs in university. Because every time when we go to when we trying to um, book or reserve hall or something, there might be many conflicts, right? Something like overlays, right? Someone has already done it, and we couldn't we are expecting that particular hall, and we didn't get it in time. So that's why you can came up with that type of day-to-day problems and use this platform to solve it, right? So this is what I came up with and what I have struggled with when I was when I was in the university back in the day. Yeah. So I'm gonna create with this, and it will check real-time availability, and it submits reservations and request specific dates and times and all. Okay. So I don't have specific files to add here. So if you have, you can add your the sample data sets and all, or if you have something like sample interfaces and all, you can edit right here. Okay. But I'm go with this simple prompt. Okay. All right. So it will be, yeah, it will navigate us to this plan designer. So right now you can see there are 5 dedicated agents for each task, right? So right now we have requirement agent, process agent, and data agent and solution agent. Right now, within these 2 minutes, it has came up with a requirement, a very detailed requirement. So this is what we mentioned, and this is what this requirement agent came up with, right? So now I have everything right now. Yeah. And all. Yeah, I'm good with this one. So I'm saying it looks good. If it is not, if you think like, so this is not enough for me and I need something else, you can simply click edit, and you can edit it manually, or otherwise you can use Copilot and again define your prompt here and your requirement here, and um, change it using Copilot. Okay. And I think it looks good. So I'm passing it to my other agent. So it is process agent. So here it says like this is the entire process that it gonna implement, right? So it says this description, and I can view the process like this. Okay. um, so this is the process, the entire process. So it will be coming up with the flow chart. So it is much simpler to see and decide. So if you think uh, this is not what you want, you can edit it from here, and you can edit it from here as well. Okay. And then again, you have process agent. After the process agent, I can say, yeah, this is looks good. Then it will pass it to the data agent. Okay. Then it will create all the data set inside the database. Yeah. So we will see show details. Yeah. Now you can see it has defined all the data tables. So I don't need this much of data tables inside my solution. So I'm simply deleting this everything, and because I need something more simple, right? Reservation request and all, president, time slot, and I'm deleting this time slot as well. Yeah. Now you can see that it came up with the relationships as well, right? One to many, many to many relationships and all. Yeah. So I'm gonna say this works for me, and I'm gonna navigate back, and I'm gonna say this looks good. Or otherwise, like the same way, you can edit your requirement as well. Okay. And then the solution agent kicks in. Okay. Then you can select the technology that you're going to use. So here I have two technologies like Canvas app, and I'm gonna create a power automation flow as well. So Canvas app for end users, and this automation tool for like getting the request and do some automation things behind the application, right? So yeah, that is also looks good to me. I'm selecting yes, and I have to save the tables. Here I'm saying reservation hub will be enough. And in advance, you can see the publisher, you can change it. Yeah. And yeah, I'm good with this. So now you can see your solution is being saving, and your data models is also being saving, and your data is connecting to the apps and all. And once this process is being getting done, you can create your applications, you can create your technologies or implement them from right here. Yeah. Yeah, that is what I meant. Okay. Now simply by clicking these icons, you can create this application. Okay. So unlike the traditional way, we are not uh, we are not defining things by manually, we are not defining things one by one. A copilot is doing the, things for our own. Okay. But again, my suggestion is right now, because I know copilot is being getting advanced day by day. But right now, so if you are building something for like industrial purpose, do not entirely depend on copilot, because it has some limitations. uh, yeah, my suggestion is to get the help of copilot, and implement your own idea. Yeah. Because it is the co-pilot, as the name suggests. It is not the pilot is you. It is the co-pilot, so you can get the help and improve your product. And yeah, so here I have a very good and very interactive and very attractive uh, welcome screen. And yeah, right now you can see I have screens for each table and all. Let's go to welcome screen again. So let's put it in the play mode. Yeah, and you can see I can navigate to these screens. I don't want to spend much time on navigating and all, like defining these buttons and all everything. So that is a huge relief. So now I can see everything, and even I can create uh, new fields and all as well. Yeah, and I'm gonna create. If I create a new request, I'm gonna create it like new. So my request is to reserve a poll for another event in Innovate X. So I'm gonna say Innovate X session 3, and president name would be Bob Johnson. State name, status will be pending, and request date is 30th of July, and time is 9 a.m. Whole name will be whole A. Okay, and good to go. So yeah, now you can see it here. So it is that much simple and very transparent. Okay, all right then. So now we will again navigate to here, and we can create our reservation outcome notifier as well. So I'm gonna click create, and then Power Apps, the prompt that we gave to Power App has passed it to Power Automate. So this is the Power Automate interface. Yeah, and you can see like it came up with a suggested flow. So when a row is added, that means when we create a row added means when we create a new reservation, uh, the row ID is being getting, and initializing reservation status. These all these three will be passing through variables, and then we will check the condition, uh, and we will notify, or otherwise if it is false, we will notify the club president, or otherwise we will do the action. Okay, so I'm not going to keep it and continue because this is just for demo purposes. But if you are someone who's if you are someone who is doing this for like something to for like a real world scenario, yeah, you can go with this and define all of this. And also you will see that it is AI generated, and but now I can see I have everything what I wanted. So please make sure to hit this thumb button and submit this. So yeah, uh, it will be a advantage because that's how it getting the responses of users, that it is being doing good or not. Okay, so that is very helpful in our near future as well. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna select yeah, now all the agents has done their jobs. Now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the solution right here, and in the notification bar you can see if it is being saved or not. Yeah, it's being saved. Yeah, now I'm going back, and in the solutions you can see my reservation hub solution as well. Okay, if you need, as we discussed, if you can um, create these solutions, if you can integrate these solutions with Git, then you can create your version controlling, maintain your version controlling, and as well, then if you have something like uh, something something from the previous deployment, you can roll back to previous deployments as well. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, those are the pretty much of thing inside this plan designer. And yeah, these are the things that I have created so far. But you can, like the same way that we did to Canvas app, you can create model driven apps as well using using these AI powered features, right? So yes. So let's again navigate back to my slide deck. Yeah, yeah. I think that's pretty much of I think I have to present today. So if you have any questions regarding these what we have covered, please brought it up. I'm available to answer them. And meanwhile, you can connect with me via LinkedIn by scanning this QR code, and my name will be appear there, like Diluksha Perera. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop my screen sharing. So if you have any questions, you can brought it up.
Thank you so much, sir, for that inspiring and hands-on session, where you shown us how AI and Power Apps can be used to solve everyday problems and how even beginners can become creators using these powerful tools. Uh, we got few questions regarding the sessions.
Yeah.
Uh, One person asked, are there good job opportunities in Sri Lanka for Power Apps or local platform skills?
Yes, the people who are currently doing this low code development is actually people who are came from a good coding experience. Actually, you need to have a coding experience, but the beauty of this beauty of using this power the low code no code development apps are you can use it either a beginner or a pro developer. Right now, there are actually there are good opportunities for these low code developers, like um, starting from beginner levels, like associating levels, and you can go it. You can navigate like solution architects and all. Yeah, I know a couple of people who know who are in that situation in that positions. So yeah, there are job opportunities, but you had to learn at least some few different uh, coding as well, like as example, like some are doing and integrate coding like .NET and all, and some are creating another applications with React and all. Yeah, so you need to have some type of knowledge about how coding works, and yeah, how a real world software is being used and how those are managed and created. Yeah. So I hope I have answered the question.
Yes, sir. And also, we have another question. What certifications and skills are available for Power Apps or Microsoft Power Platform?
Yeah,
Is there any
it is.
certification?
Yeah, there are certifications, but not entirely based on Power Apps, as I know. Um, you can go with Power Platform Fundamental PL 900, and it is a fundamental uh, uh, exam and certification. Even a beginner can do. So it is coming from all these five components that we discussed, and especially from co-pilots and all. And then you can go to PL 203. I guess I cannot exactly remember the exam number, but it is called. Yeah, I couldn't remember the exact name of this certification, but there are some good certification and exams you can follow if you are following this path. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Before we end, we would like to present a small token of appreciation to Mr. Diluksha Perera on behalf of the Microsoft Student Club of Wellassa University. Thank you once again for taking the time to be here and for sharing your knowledge, experience, and passion with us. You truly inspired everyone here tonight. Now, to officially thank you, I'd like to invite Innovate X Chair Lahiru to deliver the vote of thanks. Lahiru, over to you.
Thank you, Jamuli. Good evening, everyone. As we come to the end of this INNOVATE X session, it's my pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the Microsoft Student Club of ULS University and our INNOVATE X organizing team. First of all, a heartfelt thank you to our guest speaker, Mr. Diluksha Perera, Beta Microsoft Student Ambassador and Associate Data Engineer at Bistec Global Services, for sharing your valuable time and knowledge with us today. Your session was truly inspiring and practical. You showed us how to take our first step building Power Apps with low-code tools and how AI can be part of this journey. You made it simple and motivating for all of us. Also, big thank you to our organizing team for making this session possible. Your support and hard work for truly appreciated. Thank you to everyone who joined us today. We hope to learn something new, feel excited to try out what you say. Don't forget to join our WhatsApp group or and follow our YouTube channel to stay updated. Thank you once again, especially Mr. Diluksha Perera and who was joining us today. See you next session. Chamodi.
Thank you, Lahiru. And with that, we come to the end of the tonight Innovative session. A big thank you once again to Mr. Diluksha Perera, our organizing team, and everyone who joined us today. Again, sorry for the inconvenience happened before. There was a technical issue. And thank you for staying such a long time until the session got started. And we'll see you in the next session. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.